Hey everyone, welcome to a little video that I wanted to make for a long time but couldn't because haven't been able to access my tools. So, today I am going to be blacksmithing. Hey, heating metal up really hot and then hitting it hard a lot. So, I have a few projects in mind that I want to get done. But the most important one, probably the only one I'll get started on today, and it's the longest one, is I want to make a new set of blacksmith's tongs, because my old ones, they're the first pair I ever made. I had a lot of help when I was making them, and they're kind of old and not in the best shape, so I want to make a new pair, I want to make a better pair, and I want to make sure I actually know what I'm doing. So, that's probably what this video is going to be on. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and get right to it. So what I've got is in there, you can see it right there, is another piece just like this, 1/4 inch steel, coal fire, old shop vac hooked up to an output. It's pretty ghetto rigged, and there's my anvil. And then there's the old pair of tongs, as you can see, if you know what you're looking at. Not in the best condition. So I'm going to be turning these two pieces into a new pair of tongs in this video, I guess. Although maybe not in this video, it might just be like part 1. But we're going to go ahead and turn the fan on and get started. Alright. So here is the rough draft of one of the sides. As you can see with this pair, it's just straight. What I'm doing here is I'm making the loop, and this is actually going to jut out more because I like those more, which I didn't know when I made that pair. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, first off, I need a second person to hold this. It's just a steel pipe of the right diameter, and they're going to hold it on my anvil, and I'm going to heat this up, put it over like that, and hammer it into shape more perfectly. But I am currently alone and therefore cannot do that. What I can, however, do is I can bore the hole right here, which is where the hinge is going to go, and I'm going to turn this piece of rebar into the hinge after I take these phalanges off, hammer them all down flat, and then I'm going to start working on the other side, which is just this right now. I've already spent hours. It's getting dark. Probably going to finish this some other day, but made decent progress, made some other things work. So what I did originally with the first pair is I would take a hole punch and I put it on the metal over the hole, and there was actually a hole here that's specifically for punching holes, and I hammered it until it went through, or almost went through, and then you finish it off with something else. But now, because I have a drill press, I'm just going to use a metal drilling bit, a cold bit as it's called, and I'm going to do it the easy way, because why not? And also I don't have a lot of time anyway. It's an hour to 2 hour long process to drill these holes manually. So I'm doing it this way because I feel like it, I guess. Always use safety glasses when dealing with things that could poke you in the eye. Okay, so aside from the soot that I have on my face, here's the hole. I don't know why I got such a bright flash from that. Probably my camera smeared. So, hole drilled in the thing, and if you look and see here, here is the hinge, and I capped it off a little bit so it won't fall right through, and perfect. That is exactly the size that I want, and it's a smooth fit. So far, so good. Next, all I have to do really is draw the handle out more so that it's much longer than that. About, I'd say 70% longer than that. And then whenever I find a person who's willing to help, I'm gonna hammer that around to the right shape. And then I'm going to put a little V shape in this here, so it holds on to stuff really well. And as you can see with this kind, you put kind of like a, I guess you can't, it's hard to see. There's like a belly. I can't get the camera to focus. There's like a dip there. But what you do for this kind is you bend this in a V shape so that it can hold on to round stock or square stock. And then I'm done with one side of the things, except for smoothing off edges and, you know, that kind of finishing stuff. So, good progress. Alright, so I'm done for the night because it got dark really quickly, but this is what we have right now. I wish the handle could have been a little bit longer. We had a little bit of an oopsie in which the fire got really hot for some reason and burned the bottom of the handle off. So it should be approximately this much longer, but that's fine. We can always make up for it on the other side. I got started on the other side. That's what that's going to turn into. But I got the curve great, and I didn't put the notch in there yet. I've got the bit. Works great. And the handle's nice and smooth. So that's good. And got everything put away. So now it's time to go directly to bed because it's late and I'm tired. So I'll probably work on the rest of this another day. So for you, it'll be like half a second. So see you there. All right, day one, or day two rather. Just got the forge started up and got everything out and got started on the second side of the handle. One side project that I'm going to be working on today is making a little coal shovel for myself because I need one, and probably should have made one a while ago, but I didn't, so I just used my hands, which is a pain because they get all coal grease on them. So that's what we're doing today. Okay, this is what we've got so far. And over here, we've got the other piece. So you can see that they will go together like that. And I will do final adjustments with loop size later. So now I'm just going to draw the handle out and try not to burn it this time. Alright, so here is the almost finished product. So only a few more things to do. I have to square down this hinge bolt piece more. I've got to tighten up the handles because, you know, as you can see, it does that. And I've got to make this more lined up correctly so that these meet like they're supposed to. And then for the most part, that is that project done. They're sturdy. I made sure there were no, you know, cracks or nicks or anything in them. They work great, even now. So I think there's just, you know, maybe a half an hour more of work and I will be done with this project and I'll have a new pair of good tongs. So I'm very happy with that. Fun side note, this water is hot to the touch. I could take a bath in water that hot because of 5 hours of constantly having red hot metal shoved into it. So just a fun side note. And that is it. So there's the finished project. I have a few qualms with it, the biggest one being that this shape isn't quite right. The reason for that is because when part of the end of this burned off, it made this one shorter than I wanted it to be. It was supposed to be longer, which would have made it more normal size. Unfortunately, I can't get with that. However, the rest of it is pretty much fine. It just needs a little bit of tuning up, like just, you know, stuff I'll adjust as I get a feel for using them. So I guess that's it. aside from those few small things, they work great, and I've tried them out on a couple of things, and so I think that I'm going to end this vlog right here. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.